everyone, and welcome to issue number 30 for the monthly Dive Into the Longbox. I'm Gabe here, joined by Jocelyn as usual. The usual two musketeers talking about nerd stuff every single month, live in your inbox.
But who's the other one? There's three, right?
Who's the third man?
Who's the third? Oh, it's got to be Sting. It's got to be Sting. But it's got to be bogus Sting.
NWO Sting.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's how you know TVs were bad back in the day, because he looked nothing like him.
Not even like the same height, same build, like nothing.
He was just fatter, too.
He was a little chubbier.
Well, this month, it is the month of August, and we hope you guys had a great summer. We're getting into my favorite season of the year. Fall time is coming up very soon. This is the con season for me. The big con coming up that I'll be at is Rhode Island Comic Con. I say this like I have a table there, but I will be just going there meeting celebrities. I'm meeting the cast of Mallrats, so I'm real excited about that. Fun fact, there is a comic that I'm getting, or that I'm going to talk about, that I got, that actually is directly related to Mallrats, that I will be talking about in this episode, yes. But first...
Well, Gabe,
oh,
did you know that Hartford the Whale only beats Vancouver once, maybe twice in a lifetime?
He was winning like 9-1 too. That's insane. He was playing that shit on easy.
Yeah, he was really invested in that game.
Dude, he has the coolest basement in the world. Like, I think maybe mine gets close, but man, his looks so cool with the couch and everything. I don't care what no one says, dude. That's the best basement of all time.
That basement design, that layout, yeah, like I wish I had that in my house.
Movies like that where she's like, oh my god, you're just in the comic books. I hate it. Now that's like cool. Like if you're in the comic books, chicks will go to cons with you. I know that because I am with someone that did not go to cons but now loves going to comic book things. And she stood in line for 3 hours for Stan Lee. So it's like, chicks dig comic books, guys. Don't let anybody tell you differently. All right.
Right, but I think now it's because Comic Cons it's more than just comic books. Yeah, it's more than just comic books. It's a little bit of everything.
Well, that's the thing. We just went to Terrificon in Connecticut, and I wanted to meet Tyler Hoechlin. For people that don't know, he played Superman and Superman and Lois. But the CW
show.
Yeah, the CW show. I was like, I want to meet him because he's Superman, you know? But Justine's like, I want to meet him because he's from Teen Wolf. So that's what the Comic-Cons are like, you know?
Oh, the MTV show?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in
Listen, that show is corny, but I still love it to this day, dude. It is like peak corniness. I love it.
It is really corny, but I didn't realize he was in that.
Yeah, he plays a Derek in that. He looks the same just with a beard. But dude, he's super nice.
Yeah.
I felt like I was next to Superman. You know what I mean? He was super nice, like taking care of people. They always choose guys that embody Superman well, besides Dean Cain. They choose a bunch of people.
Yeah, fuck Dean Cain.
But while I was at Terrificon, I met some cool people and I bought some cool things, but there was one thing I bought there that stopped me I don't get stopped in my tracks a lot, but it's something I've had on my notepad list of like to hunt down for a long time. And it is my newest grail to my collection, Tales of the Titans. For people who don't know, this is issue number 44, and you're looking at this like it's just a regular Titans issue, right? You know what I mean? But
I think I know what this is. This
is the first appearance of our boy here in his costume called, you guys might know of him. He goes by the name Nightwing. It is the first appearance of Nightwing. So that made me very happy. Not Dick Grayson, but of Nightwing. And I am perfectly okay with that. It was about $60. It wasn't too horribly priced. And as a Nightwing fan, I was like, this was one of my last grails. Besides, obviously, first appearance of Dick Grayson, but that's impossible. This was like the last one. Yeah. So I was like, I'll happily take first appearance of him being Nightwing. Like, because the thing is, it's like, I'm not a Robin fan. I'm a Nightwing fan. You know what I mean? Like, if I like Robin, it's Tim. It's Tim Drake. But when it's Nightwing, it's Dick Grayson's Nightwing, you know? So
I'm not pulling your chain, Gabe, but that sounds so much like that commercial where that guy goes, "Don't get it twisted. I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm a WWE fan."
But it's kind of like that. It's like saying like, "Oh, you're a fan of Superior Spider-Man? Yeah, I love Doc Ock." Like, well, technically, they're too different, you know. So, but yeah, this was like, I'm so happy to have this. So I have his first miniseries issue. I have his first main series issue that's still going to this day. And now I have his first appearance. So very happy. It goes right on my spin rack next to first appearance of Gambit, my top 2 of all time. So I was very happy that now I have all of my top, like, 3, I would say, from Marvel and DC. It goes Gambit, Nightwing, and then people laugh at me when I say this, but it's true, Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, number 3. I have his first appearance too, so all that, it's like personal holy grails for me that I love.
Well, Gabe, you'll be happy to know that DC is actually reprinting a lot of the Nightwing stuff in compendiums. Most of the Chuck Dixon stuff is in compendiums now.
I was given a box of graphic novels recently too, and in there was a Nightwing book, but it was cool. I was gonna like get rid of it because I was like, oh, it looks funny. But then I noticed it's a library copy of the book, and I was like, that's cool to have in the collection, like a library copy of a comic book. So it has like the plastic covering over the cover, so like it doesn't like stain or whatever or get ripped. So it's all laminated with like the library sticker on it. It just looks cool, you know what I mean? It's like a cool little history piece of like, oh, this is from a library, a graphic novel from a library, and it's Nightwing. So I was like, of course I'm gonna keep it, you know. And it has all the stamps of like when people check that out and stuff. It's cool, you know. But while I was at Terrificon, the big meeting happened, and I met another Image original. Finally, I met the legendary Mark Silvestri. And brother, he is so nice. He is so fucking nice. I was in line for a while, but it's because he took his time with everyone. People were talking about like their favorite stories, and he was responding about it, what it took to make those stories and all that. And of course, as you know, him and his brother worked on Cyberforce, and me and my brother create art together. You know what I mean? So
his brother Eric, yeah.
So Eric did the writing with Mark, and Mark did the art. So when I went up to him, I was like, dude, man, like what you did with your brother, like it was super inspiring. Me and my brother, you know, we do our own stuff, you know, and it's kind of like that, you know, where him and I come up with like story ideas, and then, you know, I'll come up with some drawings and things like that. That's what we do. So as well as me and my brother work on like combined pieces together. So it was very cool to meet him. He was able to sign my Cyberforce #1. Obviously, I got Darkness signed as well by him because he can't not. So while I'm still yet to dive into Darkness, I had to get it signed for obviously like you got to get it. But Cyberforce was like my personal. I needed this sign because I read the 4-issue mini and I loved it, dude. I want to jump into the continuation after that happened. But goddamn, dude, I love Cyberforce so fucking much.
I've been trying to track down the complete Cyberforce paperback.
Oh, that they sold like I think a couple years ago, right? That they printed
about like 3 or 4 years ago, give or take.
Yeah. I remember when I was
because they funded it through a Kickstarter.
Yeah, just like he does with Darkness and Witchblade. He's big on that.
Yes, exactly.
But then they're still able to make it available after, which I think is kind of cool, like limited copies.
Yeah, so like I actually have the second volume of the complete Darkness in hardcover, and then I have volume 1 and volume 2 hardcover of a complete Witchblade. So I'm trying to collect all of them in hardcover.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting too because remember that big box comics I mentioned like a couple minutes ago? I was going through it, and it was a bunch of like Image books too. And dude, tell me why he had volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Darkness. So I was like, let's fucking go.
The complete Darkness?
The graphic novel complete volumes that Top Cow put out.
Okay, yeah.
It's like volume 1, volume 2. It's like the first one's like issues like 1 through 5 or something, and then it's like issue 6 through 10. But it's collected like that.
Okay.
So I was
regular
like,
trades.
Regular trades. So I was like, let's fucking go, dude. So I was so happy because I was like, I was gonna buy them anyway, but I don't need to now. You know?
Right.
Now I just have them. So so I was very happy about that. And while I was also there, I met another legend here for people that like Ultimate Spider-Man. We've written home for how great Ultimate Spider-Man is, and especially the new run of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Which I've yet to read, but I hear it's amazing. So eventually I'll have to get around to it.
Hickman fucking kills it, dude, in that series. So I have the variant cover of issue 1, but the variant cover is of the OG Ultimate Spider-Man, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
But that's the one I got. I met Jonathan Hickman, dude. I met the Hickster.
He was at Terrificon?
He was at Terrificon. I waited in line. I was talking to Justine the whole time in line. I'm like, yeah, you're going to love it because I know you like Spider-Man. You like Mary Jane. This is so great. Like, they're married. They got kids. It's a great time. They love each other. It's fun. It's happy. He's Spider-Man. Like, it's so much fun. And then I get up to the line and he signs it. And I was like, hey, man, like, you know, I fucking love this story. I was like, you hear it. You're probably heard it a million times today. But, you know, the story's great. Like, thanks for, like, reigniting the love for Spider-Man for everyone. And I was like, I was talking her ear off about it in line just now. And he looks Justine dead in the eye with a smirk. And he goes, don't let him talk you into reading this crap. It's not good. And then he laughed. But he had people get their stuff signed, and you know, people keep it, they collect it, and then they sell it after a lot. But I get these for me, man. And he asked me, no one really asked me this. So I was shocked when he asked. He goes, do you want it like made out to anybody? And I was like, you know what, man? Hell yeah, make it out to me. I was like, just make it out to Gabe. So he put to Gabe, enjoy, Jonathan Hickman. Because I'm not getting these signed to sell. You know, these are for me. So I was perfectly okay. I'm happy about that.
That's really cool, though. That's like, really cool. I really like that.
Yeah, like as a kid growing up, man, everybody loves Spider-Man. And when you're reading comics, you know, you love these stories that come out. So seeing him work on this Spider-Man book and get my name on the cover, it's pretty cool. Yeah, very, very happy about that. He was super cool. Big fan of that Hickman kid.
No, he'll go far.
And real quick, the last things I bought there at the con. So I already had issues 2 and 3 of Savage Dragon, not the miniseries. I have, obviously, those 3 issues. But I was able to get issue 2 and 3 like a couple months ago. You know, the cover with the Ninja Turtles and all that from issue 2. But when at the con, I clicked. I was like, yo, I don't have issues 1 of, like, the regular Savage Dragon run. So for $3, I was able to get issues 1, issues 4, and issues 5 of Savage Dragon. So now I have the first 5 issues of the run, aka my Savage Dragon collection has started. I would love to have the entire run because he doesn't do trade paperbacks really. So that's I know they've been talking about it.
Well, they're doing something that's called Savage Dragon Ultimate Collection, which is kind of similar to the Darkness and Witchblade like complete editions, where it's like these like oversized trays that are like maybe 400 to 500 pages there, give or take.
Yeah.
So they're doing that for Savage Dragon, and I really want to collect those, but they're just hard to find.
My favorite thing he's ever said was when people ask, they're like, why don't you like, you know, put out those like remasters of Savage Dragon and all that for everyone to have? And he was like, man, I don't have time doing the ones I'm doing now. You think I have time to remaster fucking Savage Dragon? He was like, hell no. He was like, I'm focusing on these books that I'm already barely getting out. That's like where his focus was. So I was like the best interview.
I can't argue against that.
Yeah. But yeah, anything you've been reading recently?
Bro, do you want to dive into what I've bought?
Yeah, what have
I bought some stuff too.
You've been spending away there, big baller.
I have, yeah. So like I was telling you, like off screen there, I finally found someone that sells comic books, like where I live. Oh,
really?
And it's not, like I said, it's not like a quote unquote official comic book store.
Yeah.
I don't think he has it registered as a business. He just rents a space, like a space like in the mall.
Yeah.
And then he sells comic books.
That's fucking sick, dude.
And he sells comics, figures, trading cards.
Is that the guy that had that Spawn you mentioned? Or is that a different place? 'Cause remember you sent me
yes.
somewhere and you're like, I should have went back and grabbed the Spawn.
So it's mint. It's like a mint on card Commando Spawn.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
I think that's like it's series 1 or series 2, but it's mint.
Oh man.
It's completely mint, and it was just $25 Canadian. No tax, because he doesn't charge tax.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So one of these days I might pick that up. So yeah, anyways. I was just so enthralled by like the hardcovers that he had and the amount of stuff that he had that was like out of print and hard to find.
Yeah.
So immediately what caught my eye
I just started buying.
Oh my god, after this I was like, no man, like this is amazing. Danger Girl hardcover, complete collection.
That's it.
Has been out of print since at least 2011.
Damn.
And I'm looking at it and I'm
Danger
like,
Girl.
Absolutely, and I'm like, complete collection, hardcover. He's gonna charge me like $100 Canadian for this,
And you want to know what's gonna
right?
break your
Because
heart?
that's what's that?
It's a low preview, but in the wizard thing, we're gonna be going over today. Not the actual thing we're going over, but there was something I wanted to say to you. Now that you mentioned Danger Girl, and it's because it's in theme to what you're talking about now. This is gonna break your heart, man.
Yeah, yeah.
They were talking about coming attractions real quick, coming to theaters, and right here, Danger Girl, major players J. Scott Campbell and Andy Hartnell, the screenwriter. New Line Cinema was making it. The script is finished, but rewrites are in progress. Release date unknown. They were making a Danger Girl movie in 1999.
That really hurts my feelings.
It does too. I saw that today and I was like, and then you just mentioned something. Let me tell you real quick. So yeah, just
that really hurts my feelings.
But,
Jesus.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm looking at the book, and I'm like, man, it's in really good condition. All of his hardcovers and his trade paperbacks are like in really good condition. They're almost like mint.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are actually. Some of them he's never even read. He just has them like on the shelf. And I'm flipping through it, and I'm like, man, this is in great condition. You know, I checked Amazon. Amazon probably has it for like over $100. He might charge me $100 for it. So I'm like, his name's Bert. So I'm like, Bert, Bert, how much is Danger Girl? And he's looking at it. He's flipping through it. He's like, I'll give it to you for $50. I'm like, 50? Yeah, I'll absolutely take it for 50. Absolutely, like it's way less than what I thought he was going to charge me.
Yeah.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Without question.
Without a doubt. And I was looking at this one book as well. It's called Black Dragon. And the reason why it caught my interest is because Chris Claremont wrote it, and it's an independent comic book.
Really?
Well, not independent comic book, creator owned. It originally was The Black Dragon.
Okay.
It was originally published by Marvel Epic, which was like their creator owned imprint.
Yeah.
Marvel had that once upon a time. But since then, Dark Horse has reprinted it, and Titan Comics has reprinted it.
Oh, what? No, I'm looking at the pictures here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, this looks cool.
Yeah, it's like a fantasy type of comic book there.
Yeah. Fantasy
so I was looking at it, and I was thumbing through it. It's all black and white as well. It's a completely black and white book.
I love those.
And I was like, this is cool. This is cool. The art's cool. Like it's not like a really big story. I think it's like 95 pages, give or take, something like that. But I was just very intrigued because it was Chris Claremont that wrote it.
Yeah. I think Marvel Epic, they also sold oh my god, what was it?
I think it was Epic. I don't remember exactly the name of the imprint.
Oh no, yeah, it was Epic Comics.
Something like that.
They also sold oh my god, it was another fantasy one. ElfQuest. They sold ElfQuest too.
ElfQuest, yeah. Oh, ElfQuest has been going on forever.
Yeah, that was their thing. So it's cool seeing there was another like high fantasy thing there.
Yeah. So like I said, like I was thumbing through the Black Dragon, and I was like, this is really cool.
That is sick.
And I went back to like the beginning, and I noticed something. I noticed a signature. I was like, there's a signature here. I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I showed it to Bert, and I was like, who signed this? He was like, that's John Bolton. That's the guy who drew the comic book. He signed it. I was like, John Bolton signed this trade. He's like, yeah, I met him at a Comic-Con, and I had him sign the trade.
Like, what the hell? That's like when I went to my local shop and got issue 1 of She for like $1, and it had Tucci's signature on it, and I was like, okay.
That's a steal.
I was like,
an absolute steal.
Okay.
So because it's a signature, I was like, okay, he might charge me a lot.
Yeah.
Like for the signature, I was like, okay, like, what do you think you'd part ways with it? He's like, oh, $25.
You were like,
I was like, really?
Start counting that money.
I was like, okay, we'll do that. Then I was looking at another one. This one always intrigued me. I love Vertigo books. I'm a big Vertigo guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've never read this one, never heard of this one. It's called The Books of Magic. The Books of Magic, and it's kind of like a a magical fantasy type of book.
Wait, I have heard of this, dude. Okay, there is controversy around this book.
Okay.
Legitimately, did you know about this?
No.
Okay.
I did not.
I know about this book. So this book came out. Let me see. Release year.
So, for the audience, there's a lot of Books of Magic runs. This is the original run.
Yes, from '93.
This is from 90.
Oh, from '90.
The first issue is dated from 90. Yeah, it's like a mini series.
So, but this is where it comes into play, because the character on the book, this is the dude with the kid with the glasses, right, and the black hair.
Timothy Hunter, yeah.
Yes. So, let me see. It is very controversial because I know that comic is about a kid that is like kind of bullied. He's like, but he's like the one almost. He's like the one wizard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like a chosen one type of character.
Yeah, but he's a kid with round glasses, black hair, wears a fucking tie with a sweater vest.
I know where you're going with this.
That came out before another wand-holding wizard named Harry Potter, who looks exactly the fucking same. So there is huge like rumblings that inspired Harry Potter, legitimately.
I think
because
so.
The concept, it's the same concept. It's Harry Potter as a comic. It's just darker.
Yeah. Yes,
but
it's much darker.
If you look up Books of Magic, it looks like the cover to the old Harry Potter books. Like, it's the same shit, dude. It's the same thing. Like, the look-wise. Like, yo, she bit this book off heavily.
I was going to say, and you can't say, like, oh, maybe she would have gotten inspiration from it, or maybe she would have this. No, this predates Harry Potter by about 7 years.
By a lot. Yeah.
And I feel like she took a lot from it.
Yeah, legitimately. Not even just look-wise, too. Like, the concept, too, of him. Like, it's pulled...
Yeah.
Which, I mean, like, good for you. You did your thing. Made a shit ton of money. But, yeah, dude. It's, I only know about that because I just watched a documentary about it. Yeah. So, that's actually one now that you mentioned it, I kind of want to pick that up. Dude. Oh, and how can I forget? The kid, he has a pet owl. You know who else has a pet owl, or an owl that's his friend in the movies that's always following him around? Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost one of those things where there's too much that's the same, where you're like, all right, you can't even, like, doubt it.
No, it's so similar. So similar. So, yeah, I picked up that hardcover. That one wasn't signed or anything. It was just normal as is. And he sold it to me for cover price, so I got a really good price on it. But this was my holy grail. This was my holy grail find. No, what's coming up? What's coming up is my holy
I was
grail
like,
find.
Books of Magic was your grail? I never knew that.
No, it wasn't. No. I'm flipping through this hardcover. Now, keep in mind, before this, I had traded in a couple of trades. Mm-hmm. And I said, if there's any that you're interested, like, I'd be willing to part, like, for store credit. Mm-hmm. And I said, because I fully intend of using it back and putting it back into the store. Like, that's my intention. You don't have to give me cash. Just give me store credit, and I'll spend it, like, on the store.
Yeah.
And he picked out a couple of books. He said, hey, I'll be honest. He looked at me and he goes, hey, I'll be honest. If you went to the comic book store in Moncton, which is the big city that's, like, 3 hours away from where I live, they'd probably give you $30 for all these trades. And I'd be like, okay. Mm-hmm. He goes, I'll give you $50. Probably trades. And I was like, 50 is great.
Like, I'll happily take that.
I will happily take that. and then I grabbed the hardcover, I was flipping through it, and I was like, I could use my trading credit for this. And then he flips through it, he goes, did you know this was signed? I was like, I saw a signature. He goes, you know who it's signed by? It's signed by Tim Sale.
Oh, the legend.
This is a Tim Sale signed Superman for all seasons.
Oh,
my favorite.
No way.
My favorite Superman story of all time.
Bro.
This is my number one. This is my absolute number one. All-Star Superman is my number two.
Yeah,
Superman
dude.
for All Seasons is my number one. I love this.
Oh my god, dude. That's fucking
He,
awesome.
he said, regular price I would sell it $100. I would sell it $100, but with your trading credit, it would come out to 50. I'm like, absolutely, I will take it for
You're
$50.
like, I will take it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're like,
I probably would have paid.
I'll give you my firstborn.
I probably would have paid $100 for it signed. I probably would have.
Oh my god.
I was
That's
just so
fucking awesome.
I left that store. I was like, I'm coming to the store every week.
They're gonna get all my money
every fucking week. And then in my last few comic books, these ones I didn't buy from him. I bought from Book Outlet.
Mm-hmm.
I bought these from Book Outlet because I buy a lot of my comics from Book Outlet because they give me such a good price.
Yeah, you can't. Say
and
no.
it's really like you guys in the States have a lot of options. So you have like in stock trades for really cheap, like trades and omnibuses and stuff like that. You guys have a lot of options for like cheap trades.
Yeah.
In Canada, we really only have Book Outlet, and we have it's like a national. I call it like a national comic book store because it's really like a warehouse.
Yeah.
It's called CAPT can, short as in Canada, comic.com.
Yo!
I think that's how.
Oh, I've seen them. Okay. I've heard of them.
Yes. So they're like the biggest, I would say, like comic book online retailer like in Canada, I would say.
Oh, wait. Have you told me about them before?
I might have. So yeah, it's between those guys and Book Outlet, really, if you want like affordable like comic books.
Yeah, I don't realize like how like spoiled we are here in the States because we have like Barnes and Nobles at like every corner, and they're just
you guys have a lot of options.
Graphic novels,
a ton of options.
Like even like comic shops, there's a lot. At least in Connecticut, there is. We're lucky enough.
So I think I got some good ones on Book Outlet. I think I did.
Yeah.
This one I've been eyeing for a long time. Beta Ray Bill by by Daniel Warren Johnson, same creator of Do a Powerbomb.
Yeah. Damn, I got no Beta Ray Bill stuff.
And I bought it simply because it was Daniel Warren Johnson who made it.
Yeah, exactly. You can't say no to that. He's good.
And in the comic, I've seen this panel before. Beta Ray Bill does a fucking rainmaker on someone. I was like, oh my god, I have to read this.
You saw he's doing a cover for DCKO, right? It's like Superman doing a power, or someone's doing like a fucking pile driver or like a brain buster.
Yeah, and Wonder Woman does a V trigger on Joker.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Dude, there's new variant covers where
sick.
DC for KO where DC people are fighting AEW wrestlers. There's a Hangman Page one and a Tony Storm against Black Canary, and I was like, I want those. I'm excited for that series. It's like basically DC's version of like Secret Wars, so I'm real excited.
Yeah. So I got that, like I said, mainly because I love Daniel Warren Johnson. I mean, I love Do a Powerbomb. I think that's my favorite independent comic of all time.
It is.
It's up there for me.
It's great.
I just loved it so much. The two other trades I got was Wolverine the End. So this was like a big storyline that Marvel was doing in the 2000s. It was called The End. It was like a big event.
Yeah.
I never even. But I'm not really interested. I'm not really interested in the event as a whole. I was more so interested because number one, it's a Wolverine comic, and number two, it's written by Paul Jenkins, who's a writer that I like.
Man, and is this
Paul Jenkins, of course? Paul Jenkins, of course, wrote Wolverine Origin, and he also wrote The First Century, which I like a lot.
And is this? I would classify this as the first ever attempt at like an Old Man Logan type thing, where he has like
very proto
like
Old Man Logan.
Version 1 with the gray hair and everything. It looks fucking cool. The art is beautiful.
So that's kind of why I bought it. I was like, I like Paul Jenkins. I like Wolverine. This sounds like a good read on paper. Let's just roll the dice and see.
Yeah.
And then my last trade is something that I read, but I just wanted it physically. Is a Huck by Mark Millar.
Yeah.
Which is like his it's almost like his version of Superman. His pastiche, I would say, of Superman.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, that is such a good comic book. I love that comic book so much.
He has
And
another
I'm
one
really
that's really good too. I gotta look it up. But
and I'm really
sorry.
happy to hear that just this year, actually, like in the past couple of months, he's doing a sequel series to the original Hook.
Oh, is he?
So when that's collected, I'm definitely gonna buy that because I love Hook. It's such a great.
I don't know if
series.
you've read it yet, but I would also recommend picking up Superior if you can. Superior is actually.
I've heard good things about Superior.
Yeah, and it's funny too because in the Kick-Ass movie, he has a Superior poster on his wall, which is cool. I would recommend Superior. It's a very much like a Superman / Shazam type story. It's a character that's like Shazam, but with the personality of Superman. It's not usually like what you get from the Miller world, which is why I like it.
Yeah.
It's very wholesome. It was one of those things like Do a Powerbomb where I kept reading it in one sitting. And it was really good. It's not super long either. It's I would recommend it.
That's so funny you say that about like the poster showing up like in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making my way through the Witchblade TV show. I'm watching it with my grandma.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we're almost done because we're almost done season 2. I think it's like towards the end of season 1.
Yeah.
There's a scene where Sarah is like investigating an apartment because they suspect that a comic book artist committed suicide. And the panel that he's working on is a real panel from a Witchblade issue, and it has Kenneth Irons, the main baddie, and Ian Nottingham like in the panel.
That's cool.
And I was like,
dude.
that's a really cool nod to the comic.
That's really sick. Oh man, I gotta watch that show. You look at your grandma, you're like, yo, I've seen this character's titties in the books before.
It's wild.
Grandma, you see what she wears in the books? That's crazy.
So I will say, I'll wrap this up and I'll say this. I'm almost done with the Witchblade TV show. It is a lot of fun. And it's very much a product of its time.
I've never heard bad things about it, though. That's the thing. I've never heard bad things.
It's very much a product of its time, but it's so much fun. It's really, like, Yancey Butler is just so good in that role. Like, I just really enjoy her as Sarah.
And she looks like Witchblade.
Her
back then, she
physically
looked like
she
her.
does. Yeah, for sure.
She looked like one
and
of
in
those,
the show, so like Sarah has 2 partners, right? Jake, who's like a regular partner, like in the comics.
Yeah.
The other guy I don't remember though. It's like she has like an Asian partner whose name is escaping me. But that guy, the Asian guy who's Sarah's partner, he's the same guy who voice acted Wei Shang in Sleeping Dogs. That's the same guy. And when I found that out, my mind was blown because I love Sleeping Dogs.
That's a great game, dude.
I love that game.
That's a great game. Underrated. Oh man.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly too, it's funny because when I remember the big thing about the Witchblade show, everyone was like, she doesn't dress like Witchblade because she's wearing, regular clothes. But if you read the new Witchblade run, her outfit in every book is the one from the show. She wears like the all black, like the regular clothes, because she's like a detective. So it's cool reading the book now and it's reflecting the show, from back in the day.
But people have to remember as well that like
they're not gonna have her running around in the fucking 90s costume for on television.
Yeah, because it was on basic cable, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
TNT's
cool.
not basic cable.
It's cool that the books now, when you read it, it looks like they definitely were like inspired aesthetically from the TV show, which I think is cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's just say it was like a TV PG, like a PG-13 type of show. Like let's just say that. So there was only so much that they could do, that they could show or whatever.
Exactly.
But it's a really good show, and I hope that we review it someday.
Oh, definitely. It's on the pipeline. We got to review that.
For sure.
We got to review Crow. I mean, it's an iconic historical movie, and it's my favorite just movie in general of all time.
Oh my god.
Can be a fun one.
Speaking about Crow, I actually watched City of Angels like last week for the first time.
Oh no.
It's bad. It's hilarious though, but it's bad.
Is that the one with Iggy Pop?
I was laughing. Yeah, Iggy Pop is fucking hilarious in that movie.
It's funny. I was at a barbecue the other day for my mom's birthday party, and Sinead was there, and he gave me a pack of cards, and they're Crow City of Angels cards. But for some reason, all of the cards are like different scenes with Iggy Pop. Like they're all Iggy Pop, dude. For the most part. Look at there, like what the fuck? Like 80% of these are Iggy Pop. I was like, what the hell? Goes all my pong rocker as I am. And then it came with tattoos.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I can have cool crow tribal tattoos. I don't know.
The nicest thing I can say about City of Angels is that I really like how it was shot.
Yeah,
like
honestly,
I really like the aesthetic of it.
Of the sequels, that's the best of the sequels. That's not the TV show. The TV show is actually real. I don't know if you've ever watched the show. It was actually really good. It's just the movie as episodes.
Did you know the TV show was filmed in Canada?
Yes, and fun fact, I own the DVD and it's the Canadian version. So I can watch it on my laptop, but I can only watch it a certain amount of times because I have to like change the location back.
That's so strange, right?
I have the Canadian DVD of the Crow TV, but the guy who plays him that was in John Wick, he's gonna be at Rhode Island Comic Con. I'm meeting him to have him sign my Crow DVD, the TV show. So,
yeah, his name's like what? Mark something. I forget his last name.
Super nice, and I really want to meet him. And because that show, honestly, everyone talks about the movie, of course, because it's amazing, but no one talks about the show. The show was literally just the Brandon Lee movie as episodes, and it was really good, and no one talks about it.
I feel like we'd have to cover it someday.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. I think it's completely underrated. I think more people need to talk about it. So
I would love to be given a reason to watch it, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, if you're gonna watch anything that's not the movie, you just watch the show, and then call it. I still have not seen the new movie. I know, shocking. I know. I still have not seen it. I made a deal with Justine because she's been wanting me to watch Fantastic or Fanforstic from 2015, and I keep telling her absolutely not. I'd rather drink bleach and in Minecraft YouTube.
If we're gonna watch like a kind of bad Fantastic Four movie, let's do the original one because at least it's fun.
Yo, right. But I made a deal with her and I said I will only watch that movie. And I thought she would say no. I was like, if you watch one of the Jackass movies with me, and she said okay, and I said, oh, let's go. So I will update you whenever I watch Fanforstic and I get to the meme scene. Say that again.
Oh, fuck.
By the way, I watched Fantastic Four, finally, because I got my wisdom teeth out when it came out before. I'm not going to spoil anything. I liked it. It was really good. I had a lot of fun for people who have watched it.
I wanted to go see it, but I missed the cutoff to go see it. But I heard it was good.
Yeah, watch it. It's a lot. Dude, it's another one of those movies where you're watching it and you're like, this is a comic book movie that is not afraid to be a comic book movie. It was everything you get out of Jack Kirby. Everything. It had the Jack Kirby, like, futuristic cars and machines and everything, like the fucking vehicles, straight out of a Kirby book. It had the goofy villain showing up like a Kirby book. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, this is the greatest. It was just the Kirby Stanley era of Fantastic Four as a movie. And it was so much fucking fun. And it was really good. It was sad. It had some comedy, but it was like, it wasn't like what you get out of Marvel. You know how they try to put comedy into everything. It fits. Yeah. It's like Johnny bantering with the Thing, so like it's funny. You know what I mean? Because that's what his character's there for, the comedic relief. So I'm like, okay, they got it right. You know what I mean? But it also wasn't like over the top funny. It was just like casual, like conversation jokes, which I thought was good. Highly recommend Fantastic Four. I'll probably be buying that and Superman both on DVD because I like them so much. I already watched Superman like 4 times. Justine watched it for the first time, and yeah, she actually assigned it as a topic in her class because she's a teacher. For people who didn't know that, one of her classes is about superheroes for a topic talking about Superman. So look at that.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm seeping into her her classroom. They're talking about Superman. So, but the last 3 things I got. So, these are. Sorry.
Before we move on, Gabe,
yes.
I just want your opinion.
Yes.
What do you think was better? What do you enjoyed more, Superman or Fantastic Four?
So that's tough because I like them both so much. So this is how I explained it to people.
But who do you think gets a slight nod?
This is what I said to people. I said Fantastic Four was like probably one of my favorite Marvel movies besides Winter Soldier. It's like, it's up there, man. It was really good. A lot of fun. Could watch it multiple times and still enjoy it. Superman as well was there, but there was just something about Superman. Like, it inches over like to here. Like there's just something about it where it's like, Marvel can put out a good movie if they try. This was DC's chance to really right all the wrongs, and they did it and went over that. You know what I mean? Like they surpassed all expectations. It's expected from Marvel to do good. That is the bare minimum. That's what we expect from them. DC, everything was riding on this, so there was a lot of heart in it. And that's why it goes above. There was a lot. I felt like this was made by someone, which is true, that just loves comic books and Superman. That's what I felt like when watching Superman.
I remember leaving the theater watching Superman, and my heart was filled. I was very content.
And I will say, you will have that same positive feeling leaving Fantastic Four. Superman's about loving everybody and being accepting of everybody. Fantastic Four is about family. It is a family movie, and that's what it is. It makes you want to go home and just hang with your parents. You know what I mean? Hang with your mom. And just it's one of those movies. You want to have family dinners.
Wait a minute. Is Vin Diesel in it?
Vin Diesel's not in it, unfortunately. Sorry to break your heart.
But it's about family.
It's about family.
What's going on?
So, but I will say, Superman still does pass it. Honestly, what's funny, we went to go see Fantastic Four at the movie theater, and while we were there, they were selling the Superman Daily Planet popcorn buckets, where it looks like it's the newsstand that you put the quarter in and open it and get a daily. I went to see Fantastic Four and somehow walked out with a Superman popcorn bucket.
I would have done the same.
They did sell Fantastic Four ones that were cool, though. It looked like a cereal box for Fantastic Four, and inside it had an exclusive Thing action figure, legitimately. In the old cereal boxes, you get the toy inside? That's what it was. You got a Thing collectible inside.
That's kind of beast.
So, but what's cool is comic book company, if you go to a comic shop, they sell these things called Comic News Weekly. They're like little newspapers for comic books. But, bro, they fit perfectly inside the Daily Planet newsstand. So on my shelf, I'll show you after the episode. On my newsstand, it is the Daily Planet newsstand, and when you open it, you can pull out the Comic News Weekly. How cool is that?
That is so cool.
So yeah. So that was Superman's movie of the year for me. Nothing's gonna beat it. Even though Fantastic Four was good, I'm not dogging that movie. It was great. It was great actually, but Superman was untouchable. It was untouchable. But the last three things I got were from Wayne's shop here. I've been on the hunt for this for about 6 months now, and he had it just laying in his shop for $5. First appearance of Nuke, Daredevil 232, Frank Miller writing. Look at this. Beautiful fucking cover.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
This is actually this Daredevil with the fire. This is what they use on the Daredevil Born Again. Their compact edition that they sold. This is what they use for the cover. But I had to pick it up. I wanted first appearance of Nuke, so I thought it was cool. Had to grab it. And then this caught my attention because you know me. I have a Sin City collection. I have the art book. I got the entire series. I got the cool DVD variant of the first issue. It's the first collection of Sin City, but it's a micro version that came with the DVD. I got the DVD. I got the Marv figure that gets electrocuted in the end of the book, all that stuff. I got the trading cards. I got everything Sin City, but then I realized I don't have single issues of Sin City. So I picked up one that has probably my favorite cover of Sin City, and it was Sin City Sex and Violence that I picked up at Wayne's shop. He just got an entire collection of Sin City in, and it blew me away. I was like, fuck. I might go back for some of the other ones. They're $6 each, but it looks great. It's brand new too. So
I was gonna say that's a very nice copy.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing wrong. If you look at the corners of this. It's you can't really see it's a little blurry, but dude, it's untouched. It's kind of insane.
That's
so,
it almost looks near mint to me.
Yeah, I'm scared to open it. And then while I was walking away, he has comics on the wall, and those are the books that are $20, $50, $40, they're pricier, but he puts them on the wall so they're pricey. I was walking out in this book. I have been wanting this book for I don't know how long. There's a little movie we mentioned earlier called Mallrats. And as you know, Brody in the movie, he has his little comic collection. He's always bagging and boarding his books. And when he argues with his girlfriend, they're arguing about the stuff that they want. And he lists a bunch of things that she owns, and he goes, and I need back my Punisher War Journal number 6. And I was always like, that's such a specific book, right? So then I was like, and then I was like, all right, whatever. And then like, oh, it's a cool cover, Punisher War Journal number 6. And then I learned it's a key book, like a minor key book, of the first time Wolverine and Punisher fought. And so I was like, that's cool. 2 like legendary characters. That's why he wanted it back, because it's like a pricey book. Guess what Wayne had on his fucking shelf, dude? I've been looking for this for so long. I've watched Mallrats a million times over my life. I've been wanting this book for forever. And I finally own Punisher War Journal. I have the copy he wanted back from his girlfriend. Punisher War Journal number 6. The first fight between Wolverine and the Punisher. It's a great cover, too. And I got it for a whopping $20. I didn't even have to pay a lot of money for it, and I got 20% off. So, very cool. Very happy.
So you didn't really pay $20 then?
No, I paid way less.
I was going to say, yeah, because you got 20% off.
And what would piss me off, if I go online to get this book, it's like a $30, $40 book because everyone wants it. And then I go to shops. They never have War Journal. They have War Journal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And I'm like, fuck. Every time. So then, like, every time I'd go in the Wayne shop, I'd always check his Punisher War Journal section. And it just so happened while leaving, I was like, let me take one look at the wall. I never really look at the wall. And it was right there staring at me. And I had to do a double take. I was looking at it correctly. And I had to pull up my phone. I was like, let me pulled up the scene, and I was like, War Journal number 6, pulled up my notes just to double cross. In my notes, book to find, it has 1,000,000 stars next to it. Punisher War Journal number 6. I snatched it so quick off that motherfucking wall, dude. I was like, no way. This is awesome. Oh, man. Great find at Wayne's shop. The GOAT. But while we speak of that, man, we're talking about all these books we like, all these trade paperback, graphic novels we like. There's a little thing here in America, all right? America. Call it Mount Rushmore. It's a Mount Rushmore of what the 4 greatest presidents of all time were. Who are they on there? I know like 2 of them. I didn't study for this test, all right? But people always talk about what's your Mount Rushmore of comics, what's your Mount Rushmore of characters. So I thought that Jocelyn and I would take a look at the Mount Rushmores for Marvel, DC, Image, and then I threw in other indies, we'll call it. You know what I mean? Other indies that aren't Image. Because if I limit it to just Image, there's so many other iconic books. Like, there's some iconic books on the Mount Rushmore that when I say it, you're going to be like, yeah, that surpasses anything Image, Marvel, or DC has done, shockingly. Which it blows my mind. But, so I thought we'd start with the big boy in town, Marvel. All right? So I thought, why not look at what we think a generic Mount Rushmore would be? What we think off like sales and who people like what that Mount Rushmore would be. But then we're also going to do a personal one of like who our favorite characters are and our personal Mount Rushmore of these companies. Did you want to go first or me?
So how are we doing this? Are we saying what we think the publishers think the Mount Rushmore is first, and then we'll do personal?
Yeah. Let's start with what
let's
we
do it like
think
that.
The publishers Mount Rushmore would be. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that, and you can give your whole list, or we can do like one piece. Like you can say Marvel, and then I'll say my Marvel, or yeah.
Let's do the whole list, and then we can look at them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? All right.
Sure. Let's do that.
This is what I think, and they might be similar. This is what I think when people say Marvel Comics, who I think that Mount Rushmore is. All right? When you see the big red and white logo, you say, who are the top 4? I had a hiccup halfway through. Of this company of all time. And it was almost easy for me, all right? Wolverine, Spider-Man, the Hulk, and I don't know if anyone will agree with me on this, but I think so, Iron Man. I think when people think Marvel Comics, those are the 4 they're going to think of off the top of their heads. Like, if you don't read comics or even watch movies, you know who Wolverine, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Iron Man are. You know what I mean?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So that's what I think they're Mount Rushmore me personally. How about you?
So ours is actually very similar.
Okay.
So I went Spider-Man. I went Hulk. I went Wolverine. But instead of going Iron Man, I went Captain America.
So I was stuck on that one. I almost put Cap. But
I agree with you that I feel like it's very open-ended. It could be Cap. It could be Iron Man.
Yeah, they're very interchangeable.
Either
it could be either one. Because then when I'm thinking, like, the way I looked at it was like, all right, yeah, like Marvel Comics exists, but I feel like Marvel Comics also people are you can't talk about the Mount Rushmore of Marvel and not think of like, all right, obviously the movies, like it's, you know what I mean? It's like a pop culture thing almost. So it's like, yeah, Iron Man in the comics, honestly, when you look at it, he's not a big deal. Iron Man's not a big deal, but he kicked off everything anyone ever knows about Marvel movies and what people think about Marvel Comics is because of what Iron Man did. And they've tried to make him a big deal in the comics since then, but nonetheless, that's why I had Iron Man there. I had Cap at first, legitimately. I had him there first. And then I sat on it for like 2 days and I was like, damn. Like, I was genuinely like stuck on this. I was like, Cap or Iron Man? And then in my head, I was like, is there anyone else even? But I was like, no, not really. And I was like, not really Daredevil. I mean, Daredevil kind of, but like that's not like a go-to for a Mount Rushmore, you know what I mean? For people, you know, other people. But my personal one is very different. And you might actually laugh at it. So, my Mount Rushmore, you might know who number 1 is on this. This is who I love. This is who, when I say I love to read Marvel Comics, these are the comics that I'm reading. All right, these are what the classic, new, no matter what. Gambit. Got to put him on my Mount Rushmore.
Shout out to this dick like, what up, Doc?
What up, Doc?
What up, Doc?
Spider-Man. I gotta have Spider-Man on there for my personal Mount Rushmore. Daredevil. I fucking love Daredevil. I think he's a cool character. I think he's underrated. I think some of the best runs that come out of Marvel are from Daredevil books. You know, Marvel Knights, all that stuff. Even like his new run. While it is, some people don't like it. I do. I still have a good time with it. Even though some of the storylines go on a little too long, but
he's a very consistently well-written character.
Yeah, exactly. Even his worst ones aren't horrible to read.
Yeah, I think the only character in Marvel comparable would be like Captain America. Captain America has had very consistently good runs as well.
I agree. And the last one on my list here that is on my Mount Rushmore, Captain America. That's the last one.
Yeah? Cap?
Yeah, dude. Cap is cool, man. Cap's in that same echelon of like Superman. Like when you think of comic book heroes and like what they stand for, it's fuck Captain America. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Like that's absolutely a superhero. You know what I mean? Like even the Punisher respects Captain America. Like when he was killing the Marvel Universe, he apologized to Cap that he had to do it. Like he felt bad about it.
He's very much their symbol of hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like Superman is for DC. Just exactly. My number 1. I'm not doing this like in order, but I'll say this is my number 1 because he's my favorite comic book character of all time. Yeah. It's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If it's not for Spider-Man, I might not have even like gotten into comic books because my first exposure to comic books was like watching the 90s animated cartoon, playing the Neversoft PS1 game, which I love. I still love to this day.
The Ultimate Spider-Man game was the best too.
That one was really good too. I love that one. And then the Tobey Maguire movies, right? Like,
yeah, they shaped our childhood.
They really did.
Here in my state, they're re-releasing all 3 in theaters, and they're re-releasing Spider-Man 2.5 with all the special scenes.
I'm so jealous. I saw that, and I was like, I would love to go see all 3 movies in theater.
Same,
I really would.
Same. So that's what we're going to do.
So, Spider-Man, absolutely my number 1. After that, it's all interchangeable. Punisher, big Punisher guy. Love Punisher. I would say a main reason why I love Punisher is because of Garth Ennis. Yeah. I love Punisher because of Garth Ennis. I mean, the Marvel Knights run, the Max run. I love those runs.
It's amazing.
I love Garth Ennis Punisher. I really do. Wolverine, of course. Love Wolverine. Maybe part of it is because he's Canadian. Yeah, but I love Wolverine.
He's one of your people.
Yeah, he's one of my people. Exactly. I can't put a group, so like I couldn't put Alpha Flight. I love
that. Was tough. That was tough because I was like, oh yeah, X-Men. I was like, that's everybody. You can't do that. You can't. Put
exactly.
That was tough for me. Yeah,
but that's the same for me. It's like I can't put Alpha Flight.
Yeah, you're like, all right,
whatever. And
I'm gonna put Puck, his little head on there.
Fuck yeah. And my last one, I I think you had him on your personal list as well. For me as well would be Daredevil. Like you said,
Yeah.
I think he's very consistently well written. It's hard to think of a bad Daredevil run.
Yep.
Like, of course, there's a few of them. But man, he's always had good comics. There's always been a good jumping on point to read Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like, I
always said
love it. I even love
if they gave
like the
me,
David Mack stuff. I love that too.
If they said, "Hey, write something," like, what would you want to write? It'd be that. I feel like it's easy to do. It's very like he's not complicated to grasp. He's very easy to jump into and understand.
He's a street level character, and it's kept pretty
and he stays that way. That's
basic
why I like
and
him.
you know to the formula. Yeah, there's nothing doesn't go into space or anything like that.
And even when he did like go to hell, it made sense with what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know, but then he quickly came back.
Or as Scott Steiner would say, or France, same difference.
Same difference.
Same difference.
English. That's a niche joke for anyone listening. That's a wrestling fan.
So what's next? DC?
DC here.
All right.
So for the one this one, you might disagree with this one, but I got reasons. Oh, maybe not, but I got reasons.
Again, so this is what the publisher thinks the Mount Rushmore would be.
And
okay.
I have this because actually this is what the publisher said is the Mount Rushmore. They said this is what their 4 pillars are.
Interesting.
And it's pretty interesting and then I thought about it and I'm like, they're kind of right. Of course, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I mean, you got
Trinity. The Trinity, of course.
Harley Quinn.
Oh, interesting.
Because think about it. When people aren't dressing up as Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, who are people dressing up as for Halloweens, Comic-Cons? When anyone talks about anything, who's the one like they go to? They're saying like they're so quirky like her. It's Harley Quinn. You know what I mean? Everyone knows who that is.
That's so funny. Like, I never even thought about putting her on the list, but now that you mention it, yeah. Like, it makes total sense to me.
DC said they don't release a lot of, like, their publishing numbers. They go, if they did, though, she goes, she's basically the 4th Trinity like, if it wasn't a Trinity and it was 4 people, they go, she would be the other one. Because that's how much she sells. Which is insane.
She is very much, again, like Superman, like Batman, like Wonder Woman, she's transcended comics.
Yeah. And she has many different like iterations too. She's changed quite a bit from when she first appeared. I gotta say, my favorite one is the animated series Harley Quinn. I was actually talking to my friend about this. Like Harley Quinn's still my favorite one, but there's no question about it that like the Amanda Connor like art on the New 52 Harley Quinn. Oh my god, amazing! It really set up what we get from like Suicide Squad and all that.
Voiced by the late great Arlene Sorkin, R.I.P.
Yep.
Who was also her voice in the Arkham games, I believe.
Yep. So.
Which I actually just recently 100% at Arkham Asylum. Great time. I don't know.
Damn, dude. Those games are fucking. I gotta play those again.
Right? Yeah.
Maybe I should just wait for Lego Batman. That looks like a lot of fun. Have you seen that?
I'm so excited for that.
It's
I'm
Arkham,
very excited
but
for
Legos.
That.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm so excited for that.
But what's your DC Mount Rushmore?
My list is very similar. I've got the Trinity on there as well. I got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. I went more traditional, I guess, or classic with my 4th one. I went Flash.
That's what I was literally just gonna guess that. I was like, it's either gonna be Flash or like, honestly, that's really it. I mean, I guess you could put Green Lantern, but people know the Flash more. Like when people run, they say, they say like I'm running like the Flash. Like people know if you run fast, that's the Flash. You know.
My problem with Green Lantern is that there's so many guys who could be considered Green Lantern. So which one are we talking about? Are we talking about Hal? Are we talking about Kyle? Are we talking about John?
And with Flash,
there's so many Green Lanterns.
We're at a point where there's 2 different Flashes, but in DC's mind, it's always been one. They just combine them into one character now with Barry Allen. Like, yeah, Barry Allen is not the same in the books that he is what you get from the shows.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think that's a good pick. That's a good pick to have there.
So our personal ones. for DC.
Yeah, so now we're going to be going into the personal ones here. And I mean, I guess you could probably guess mine from some of these. Nightwing.
I know who's your number one for DC. I was going to say, yeah. That's your
Without
number one
question. That's number one. Superman right after that. Batman as well. But next to him, right on there, I got to put him there. Because when you say Batman, you always got to say the name that follows him, Robin. When people say they're with their friend,
fascinating.
When people talk about like their partner in crime, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're like my Batman and Robin." It's like that's what people say. So
fascinating.
I gotta. That was my personal one. Plus, I grew up in the iconic Tim Drake era of the 2000s. So that was Teen Titans, all that stuff was cool and all that. So yeah, definitely in the personal one.
Well, this is funny, Gabe. Because my personal one is Superman, Batman, Robin, and Nightwing.
No way.
We have the exact same. We have the exact same one.
They're iconic.
We do.
They're iconic. You can't not have these guys. You know what I mean?
They are. They really are. Yeah.
Oh man. And how lucky that all these guys interact so much.
So I will say, like, part of the reason why I like Robin and Nightwing so much is because of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the Batman mythos. You know what I mean? Like, the Batman universe itself could be like its own imprint.
We could have. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, we could do there could be a Batman Mount Rushmore, Batman Bat Family Mount Rushmore. Like, that's how deep it goes.
There really could be. And again, what makes Batman such a great character is not just his supporting characters, but his rogues gallery too.
Yep, exactly.
It's so deep.
Exactly.
Like, it's just so deep.
And I do want to plan on doing like another villain episode eventually. Because there's so many. We talk a lot of heroes, but man, we don't talk a lot of villains a lot. So we gotta jump on that.
We could do like a Mount Rushmore for villains.
We could. That would be cool. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, on to Image now. This is gonna be fun. There's some. I think one of these names is gonna throw you off, but then when you hear it, you're gonna be like, yeah. Spawn. I mean,
of course,
it's not gonna not be on there. Witchblade. This is who I think the generic one is. Spawn, Witchblade. Savage Dragon, because these were high selling books. And this one's gonna throw you for a curveball here. This character, when I say his name, you're gonna be like, what? But then really think about it. Rick Grimes.
No, it doesn't throw me off at all.
Cause think about how much
he's the main character of The Walking Dead.
Exactly.
So
that's why
it makes complete sense to me. Like, why not?
He would be on that Mount Rushmore.
It's the best. That's the best selling. I mean, it has to be the best selling Image series of all time. It has to be The Walking Dead.
Well, it's funny too, because when you try to get your hands on that first issue, it's tough because it actually wasn't printed a lot, the first one. So it's actually that's why it's also so expensive. It wasn't a huge printing of it. Shockingly, because it wasn't a whole.
There wasn't a huge printing because I think that Image didn't think it was going to be a hit.
No, and I don't think it really started picking up until about like issue like 10 or something like that. Because he lied to Image. He was like, oh yeah, on like issue 12, we're gonna do this thing where they like go to space. And it got to like issue 25, and he talked about it in an interview. He goes, we got to like issue like 25, and they weren't in space yet. And they were like, so what's going on? Like, they're still just walking around. Like, what's happening? And he's like, no, it's coming. And then he ended up making the Rick Grimes 2000 or whatever, where he has like a lightsaber and shit. And that was like his like, oh yeah, here they are in space. So he was true to his word down the line.
He lied to Jim Valentino about it.
Yes.
And Jim Valentino has gone on record and said, well, if Robert would have just told me it was a story about a father and son, like I would have published it. I wouldn't have had a problem with it if you just would have been honest and told me what the story was about.
But yeah, that's my Mount Rushmore of Image. Spawn, Witchblade, Savage Dragon, and Rick Grimes.
Interesting.
So what would yours be looking like?
Mine's a little different. So mine also has Spawn and Rick Grimes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Mine also has Spawn and Rick Grimes. Mark Grayson, obviously from Invincible.
Invincible, all right.
And my last one would be Elena from Saga.
Oh, yeah.
She's
We were just talking about
she's
Saga.
the main she's the main character from Saga.
Yes, and we're talking about how people love Saga. Like, I
Yeah,
feel like
so
people don't
I
even know
haven't
Image
read
Comics
it.
exist, but they know about Saga.
Yeah, like Saga
Which is weird.
again, we're talking about like transcending comics. Saga is like one of those like independent books that has like kind of transcended comics a little bit.
Yeah, legitimately. Oh,
Kind
man.
of like in the vein of like a Walking Dead or even Invincible.
Yeah, honestly. I could see that getting an adaptation at some point. I'm
I
shocked it
think
hasn't
Saga
already.
will get an adaptation.
I'm genuinely shocked it hasn't gotten like an animated or something.
I think maybe because it's still ongoing, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll
that would
see.
be.
But I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll revisit this 5 years from now. I'm sure it'll be adapted.
Yeah, literally, we're gonna be like, oh man, remember like when we had like 4 seasons of Saga?
yeah, exactly.
Well, this now is my personal list. This is now like when you say, Gabe, pull out 4 Image titles. All right, what are to you when you pull it out? You look at it, pause. You you pull an issue out and you say, this is what Image Comics is. All right, Invincible, Mark Grayson. Savage Dragon, you already know I'm a simp for Savage Dragon and Invincible. Spawn and what was on your TVs on MTV, The Max.
Oh,
I put on here. That screams Image and what Image is. You know what I mean? Just whatever you want it to be. And I've also been watching the MTV show. I bought the DVD set and I've been watching it.
sick.
And
really
it's
sick.
really good. But yeah, that's my personal one. Invincible, Savage Dragon, Spawn, and The Max. That's like my Image, like cause see, what's tough about Image is that I like their team books. But it's tough because like I could have put in like Grifter, but I'm like, oh well, he's in DC now, so I can't put him in. And I can't put in Wildcats because they're in DC now. I guess I could say Youngblood, but like I feel like they're known as a unit. Like, yeah, there's individual people, but they're not like Mount Rushmore worthy. The team is Mount Rushmore worthy, but like
but not
I can't
individuals.
Put a full team. Yeah. So, and that's no hit to the team. You know what I mean? Like the team's great. I fucking love Youngblood, but picking like a singular character was kind of tough. Because, like I said, Image was also known for their team books a lot. They had a lot. Shockingly, they have a lot of team books where the name is known more than the people.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what's yours looking like?
So mine is really like I would say very traditional, very first wave Image. I would say.
Okay.
Darkness, Witchblade, Spawn, and Savage Dragon. So it's very, it's very OG Image.
It is.
Very traditional Image. Very tough though. I really wanted to put Supreme there. I'm a big Supreme guy.
Yeah, I know you love the original run of Supreme so much.
Well, not that one. I like the Alan Moore run.
Oh no, I know. You're like, don't even mention that.
The one where Rob is like, "Hey, let's just draw evil Superman
with a cool like blade in his hand. Like, what the fuck is this? And let's draw it poorly too, because I actually it's not even him. It was the colorist fucked everything up in the book.
Yeah, the colors really messed up in that.
So it wasn't even him. Like there was like he would like miss a line like on the sleeve. And it's like, all right, maybe they just like forgot, but it's like, dude, on the same page on the panel, the colorist put skin color on the arms. Why are they drawing a full sleeve on the next panel on the same page? You know what I mean? Like, that's not even on Rob at that point. That's just on the colors. Like, what are you doing? But it throws you off because they do that a lot in the book. They'll like change stuff from panel to panel, and it really throws you off. It's like, what the hell is happening? So,
you know what's funny, Gabe, is I hesitated putting Spawn on the list because I've read some bad Spawn stuff.
Yeah.
Probably more than I've read good Spawn stuff, but I feel so committed to the character.
Yeah.
In like a very strange parasocial kind of way where I'm like, I know, but maybe if I just read one more issue, it'll get a little better.
This is gonna sound like a weird comparison though, but do you know what that sounds a lot like? It sounds like
What's
a character who has good issues and good runs, but does have equally amount of has bad runs too.
Yeah.
Who also has a book that's currently is like, I'm not going to read this, but also is like, oh, it has multiple versions of him, and it's a little character known Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Think about it. Like, there's different Spawn variants, you could say. You know, we got Rat City, we got She-Spawn, we got fucking all these Spawn characters. Just like Spider-Man's got his Spider-Verse, we got really good Spider-Man runs, and then we got really bad ones. The character's iconic. You can't think of Marvel without Spider-Man. You can't think of Image without Spawn. I kind of have them. They're like together in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like they're equal. They have their good. They have their bad, but they're equally iconic. You know,
I will say
it outweighs everything.
The Spawn stuff that's really good. Like I really like it.
Yeah, it's almost like the writing's almost like poems. It's like really good.
Like Sam and Twitch, which I know that's not like a Spawn,
but
I
like
mean it's a Spawn
universe.
adjacent. Yeah, exactly. King Spawn, which is like a spin-off from the mainline Spawn. I haven't read Scorched, but looks cool because it's like a team-up book in the Spawn universe. So that looks cool.
I wanted to get on Scorched at first, and then I was like, oh, I'll think about it, and then I forgot, and then by the time it was like on issue like 10, I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, dude, I'm jumping on Rat City. Because I was like, man, this is like Spider-Man 2099, but Spawn. You know what I mean? It's like future Spawn, and he's like he looks cool. And then I missed it, like sold out at the shop, so I wasn't able to get it. And then I didn't see issue 1 until like issue 4 came out. And then I was like, fuck, all right, I'll wait for the trade paperback. And then I still have yet to get the trade paperback. It's just like I keep forgetting to get it, and I'm like, but it looks cool. It looks like fun, you know? But yeah, that's what so it's like Spider-Man, you know? It has its good, it's got its bad. But it's iconic, you know.
Yeah,
it's like Savage Dragon. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah,
but it's iconic.
Like I really love the character of Spawn, so that's why I stick with him.
Exactly.
Even through the bad, and don't get me wrong, there is some bad because Todd's not a good writer.
No,
really
I mean
isn't.
He made this countdown that counted down. And he's just like, yeah, actually, he can just keep doing what he's doing.
It's like, okay, Todd.
Like, okay. Now, that's when he was like, all right, I'm going to make every issue like a spooky horror movie. Like, each issue's like its own thing, and he's going to kill people in this issue and then kill more people in another issue. He's like a boogeyman. It's like, what is happening?
And that's what's so frustrating about Spawn is that because, like, I buy so much into the universe, into the mythos of Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd's not a good writer, but man, he's a great artist.
It looks beautiful.
I really, like I said, yeah, I really buy into the universe. It looks great. But fuck Todd, you know, please hire some writers. Because your best issues of Spawn is when you hire other people to write them.
Come in. Even when he had other artists on, when he brought in Capullo early on. His shit looked fucking insane, dude. Like, it looked cool. So
that's the dream team is McFarlane and Capullo doing art together.
It's awesome.
Because they go crazy, yeah.
And then now this is the broader indies. Things under Image, maybe they're not as known. But honestly, the stuff that I'm gonna list, I think you might agree with me because they're iconic books for the generic for like the one when you think, all right, top independent comic books of all time, what are they? And you can't not have this on your list. Bone. I mean, they teach that shit and they give you that shit in schools, libraries, and everything. I still have yet to read Bone, and I really want to get the complete collection. That's like a must-have for my collection. Eventually, I will own Bone. I will have it.
I was gonna say, yeah, so that's always been on my bucket list because, like, as a kid, you would see the Scholastic Bone books everywhere.
They would always have it.
Everywhere.
They would always have Bone.
Everywhere.
And you go to the bookstores today here, and they're still selling Bone front and center. Like, it's still like a top book to get in 2025.
I'm so curious to know how much money Jeff Smith has made off of Bone. I'm so curious.
Oh God. And I wanna make sure what the collection I get, because there's two different collections. There's one where it's all in color, but then they have it in black and white. And I hear if you get it in black and white, it feels like what Bone was supposed to feel like. And I want to get the black and white version, because that's what I associate Bone with, the black and white book.
Yeah.
Because that's an ultimate indie to me, a black and white book. Just like the next one here that was made in the motherland of New England for New England comics, The Tick. He has surpassed and left New England, gone on to Hollywood. He's got toys. He got cartoons. He's everywhere. He's in the Ted movie when they go to Comic-Con, what's his name that does the voice of the Tick is dressed as him. That plays Kronk in Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, I didn't know that. Holy.
Yeah, he's dressed as the Tick. Like, yeah, I think the Tick is an iconic all-time independent book.
I think so. I think so too. He belongs on there.
My dad had a couple Tick books, and then I went to Ollie's, and they had a collection of a bunch of like annuals, and I was like, oh fuck, dude, because annuals are great because it's not like you have to get other issues for it. You know what I mean? You can just read the annual; it's its own thing. And I was like, yes. And the Tick has its own universe. It has tons and tons of characters. It's very deep. So we eventually will review a Tick book on this show, but that is on the checklist.
It got two good adaptations, the cartoon and the live action. Those were both good from what I remember.
Yep. And the next one here, I don't know. It's another one where you see it and you're like, yeah, that screams indies. It is the indies. It's Red Sonja.
Red Sonja's a good pick.
That's like one of those things when you go to cons, you still see Red Sonjas. People still dress as Red Sonja to this day.
Absolutely.
And she's not mainstream. She's just an independent book that gets published. Like, there's different versions of Red Sonja books out. I had one of the other ones, like the Feral Red Sonja. It was really cool. Good little mini run. But the last one here is another one that surpassed independent books and went on to Hollywood. And it's actually, besides the Punisher and Constantine, it's my dad's favorite character. Judge Dredd is the ultimate indie book on this Mount Rushmore.
I am the law.
He's like,
I am the law.
So what's your like generic, like that standard, what you think people would say is the Mount Rushmore for indies?
Man, Judge Dredd is such a good pick because I never thought about putting him on my list, but I agree. Yeah. I absolutely agree with that.
Judge Dredd rules. I actually bought my dad the
Crow.
collection. Oh! Sorry, I came a little bit there. My bad.
I mean, of course, Crow has to be on there. Hellboy.
Oh, yeah.
Hellboy, I think, for sure.
I didn't even think of
Hellboy
that.
has to be there.
Okay, that's a great one.
I mean, loved the Ron Perlman movies as a kid. Loved that.
Yeah. I finally read Volume 1 of Hellboy. I finally read it. It was really good, man. Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. It was good.
Keeping with the theme of, like, we have to say character, not the book. So, like, Phone Bone, who's the main character of Bone. That's what I wrote down.
That's what I meant. I meant like that, like him.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I wrote down. Because, again, I feel like Bone is probably... I feel like Bone is probably the most successful independent comic of all time.
Yeah.
It has to be. With the amount of times it's been, like, reprinted.
Yeah. And honestly, like, for book fairs, like... There's not like many comic books that, like, when I was a kid going to the Scholastic Book Fair, Bone was there, but everything, like Captain Underpants was there, but that's not really a comic book. It had comic art in it, but it was like a regular book. But Bone was just a comic book that they were like, no, read this. This is good to read and learn. Like, and somehow Bone, I still haven't read it.
I mean, Jesus, Bone has been reprinted since probably like 94,
and it's wild. There's not like other iterations of Bone. Like Bone was it had a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's just you can buy it as one complete edition. It just sells millions of copies still to this day.
It's extremely impressive to me. I know that Jeff Smith, the creator of Bone, has done some superhero stuff. Mm-hmm. I know for a fact that he's done a series on Shazam that people really like and that I would love to read.
Yeah.
Just because it's the guy from Bone who's doing superhero stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds intriguing to me. And my last one would be Cerebus.
Oh, I didn't even think of Cerebus.
So for everyone who's not familiar with Cerebus, Cerebus was actually, before Spawn overtook it, Cerebus was the longest running independent comic book.
Yep, and he actually crossed over into Spawn for an issue.
He did. Yes, because the creator...
where they had all the Marvel and DC guys chained up.
Yes, because the creator, Dave Sim, was brought on, I believe, to write it. I'm not sure if he drew it as well, but to write it for sure.
I think, was it Spawn? I think that's Spawn number 8, I think that was. Because I have it, but I think, did he work on the cover? No, not number 8. Because I know Cerebus, he's on the cover too. Damn.
But yeah, it's in that stretch where Todd brought in Dave Sim, Frank Miller, and Neil Gaiman.
Yep.
He brought in those three to do issues of Spawn. I remember that.
Man. Oh yeah, this is it here. Spawn number 10. I was close. I said 8. Spawn number 10. The Cerebus one. Yeah. Cool ass cover too, where Cerebus is in color and he goes, "Gah, color." It's just like a little block of color. It's cool. Yeah.
So yeah,
iconic.
Full disclosure, like I've never read Cerebus. I'm not really all that familiar with it. But I know that it's an iconic independent comic book because it ran for so long.
Yeah, legitimately.
And this is a quote from Alan Moore. He said, "Cerebus, as if I need to say so, is still to comic books what hydrogen is to the periodic table." Like he considers it very fucking important in the history of comic books.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah. Like Cerebus broke down a lot of doors for independent comics.
It really did.
I'll have to read it one of these days and really see like what it was about.
So the next one here, this is the personal list. So there's 2 titles on here that I personally have not read yet, but if people said what comes to your mind when you think independent books, these are on there for sure without a doubt because of the fact I haven't read them yet and I still know about these characters so much. And these characters have memorabilia, other people know them, like it's that type of situation. So, number 1 on this list, The Crow.
Of course.
As you already know. Next on this list, this is one of those titles, Nexus. Nexus is this is Nexus. You may have seen him around, but it is a title that a lot of people know about. Like they know of Nexus, but it's still something I want to read about. And I forgot I had the number here, but of how many copies it sold. It was a very high selling book.
Isn't his catchphrase "You're either Nexus or against us"?
We walk alone. Right? wait, he's British,
right?
But yeah, Nexus is on that list as like another top indie there. And also this one here. I mean, how can I not? This is for fellow gooners out there. Lady Death. Literally, dude, I was at the shop and they had Red Sonja toys and Lady Death. Like, they had Lady Death. There's a Lady Death toy line, bro. They had Lady Death statues. And I'm like, bro, next to, like, Supergirl. Like, you can't have that on display. The hell?
It's like, shit, why not?
And then after that is, I read the entire first omnibus with, like, a smile on my face. It was really fucking good. There's so much heart put into this. And it's Grendel. It is such a great fucking independent book. If you have not read Grendel by Matt Wagner, you need to read Grendel immediately.
So that's actually not the Matt Wagner character I thought you were going to put on your list.
You thought I was going to put Mage, didn't you?
I was convinced you were going to put Mage.
I didn't want to put 2 Wagner characters. I had to choose. And I really like Mage, enough. But there was something about Grendel that was just so gritty and like it bled the indie heart, you know what I mean? Of just, yeah, the story's unique. It's very cool. And he had a crossover with Batman. So that's peak, all right? You peak when you have a comic book with Batman.
Right.
And also, besides Mage, like, Grendel was his... Mage was his, like, I'm gonna show my growth as an artist. But Grendel was, like, his child book. You know what I mean? That's, like, his baby. And what I think what is cool about Grendel is that I put the first version of Grendel on this list. There is more. There's different ones. There's the female Grendel that comes after that in the second story. I actually have issue 1 of that one. But then there's a really badass Grendel from, like, space. He's got a fucking lightsaber. He's got spikes on his shoulder. He looks like absolute Batman, but Grendel in space. It looks so cool. Like, so he has this, it's like Spawn and Spider-Man. There's different iterations. He grows as a character. But if you get that first omnibus, there's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end for that character in that one omnibus. And it's like this fucking big, though. It's huge. And I read it in hand. I didn't read it digitally, so I'm holding this ginormous book. My arm's getting sore, but it's really good. The way it was first presented, though, was super interesting, where it wasn't like a regular comic book. It would be like drawn stained glass on the side in red, white, and black, and there'd be one image in the middle. and then on the sides was like a novel. So it was like you were reading a novel with like one picture in the middle, and then you flip the page. So it was very unique at first, and then he went to the usual comic book panel method. But I think that idea of making it like a novel, trying out something new and unique, that's what independent comics is, just doing whatever you want to do. You know?
Absolutely.
So that's what my personal Indies Mount Rushmore is there. Now, what would be yours?
So I got to start with The Crow, of course.
Of course.
I have to include The Crow. Love The Crow. Specifically, you know, the Eric Draven version of it. Although I like the others as well, like James O'Barr has done many Crow stories without Eric, and I've enjoyed those as well.
Me
but
too.
I would say Eric
Dead
is
Times. I highly recommend Dead Times if you haven't read that.
Dead Times, yeah. I mean, but yeah, like I said, like Eric is the most iconic one, of course.
Yeah,
because he's
it
the
doesn't get
first
better.
one.
And that's the story where his heart is poured into it. That's the one.
It's very personal. It's very personal for James when he wrote.
It's not just a story. It's like his feelings on paper. It's really good.
Yeah. Hellboy, like I said, absolutely love Hellboy. Those Ron Perlman movies really instilled that for me. And then when I finally read the comics, I'm like, man, no one can draw like Mike Mignola.
It's so
like you could go to art school. You could try to copy Mike Mignola. You could never figure out the way that Mike Mignola draws.
No, his shadowing is like another world.
And on top of that, he's a good writer.
Yeah.
He's a good writer on top of that. Guy's really a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Just like Matt Wagner, because I put Grendel on my list.
Ah.
Grendel to me is... Grendel, yeah, like I love Grendel. Grendel to me is almost like it's like his Batman pastiche, like his analog almost in a sense.
He's a more brutal Batman. He's a Batman that says, "I don't care about killing."
Yeah,
but he does it. It's not like messy psycho murderer. You know what I mean? He still goes after the bad guys.
But there's also like a sense of regalness about him, kind of like I would compare him almost to like Kingpin's son, the Rose.
Yeah. And I think that's what's cool about his character is that he has that staff, but the way he uses it, no one can really match because he fences. So that's how he has like fencing stances and all that. It's very cool. And
my last one, just because I have a soft spot for Valiant, I really do. I like Valiant comics. Shout out Valiant Comics.
Yeah.
Here's their poster boy.
Oh.
Have to go with Bloodshot. I have to. I gotta go with Bloodshot.
I didn't even think of Valiant. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? All right, can I take out Nexus? I'm taking out Nexus, and I'm putting in my GOAT, Exo Man of War, without question.
All right, we're subbing in.
We're subbing in. Sorry. Hey, Nexus, you're out of here, buddy.
We're doing Exo Man of War.
We're taking an Exo Man of War, dude. Oh, man. Why I even think of Valiant? Holy shit. I don't know why I didn't. Let's take that out. I'm going to get that on paper. Exo Man of War. Do not play the video game with Iron Man, who is also on one of these lists.
Absolutely not.
It is very clunky and brutal. I tried it multiple times.
Gotta include Bloodshot. Like I said, he's the mascot of Valiant. Yeah. But I've also enjoyed what I've read of the Bloodshot comics. What I've read of it, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, in the issue, if you guys want to listen to us review Bloodshot #1, we have that here on the channel. And you can hear us.
That was fun.
We gushed about it. We liked it a lot. It was a really good start. And we did talk about doing more of it because, Bloodshot was cool.
It was, yeah. I really enjoyed it.
It was really cool.
And comparing it to, like, Ninjak, where I thought Ninjak started so slow. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Bloodshot it's like, hey, here's the main character. We're going to get him involved in some action. And we're going to tell the story from there.
And I think that's why when growing up, too, like, I had my Exo Man of War books and my dad had, like, 1 or 2. And then, but what I liked about it, I had, like, it was, like, a collection of the first, like, 5 issues or something like that. And what I liked about it as a kid, I was like, oh, man, this guy has, like, a cool space. Like, as a kid, even as an adult, I love Star Wars. So I'm like, oh, man, this guy's, like, in space shooting laser guns. And he has, like, an electric lightsaber. This is cool. And, like, his suit, like, does stuff on its own, like Venom, like the symbiote. That's cool. Like, that really, that caught my attention, And to this day, I still think it's really cool. So even the recent Man of War series have been really good. Very upset he hasn't been more in the spotlight. So, justice for Exo Man of War, for sure.
I agree. Valiant. It's weird to say that Valiant's underrated now because in the '90s they were everywhere, but I feel like they're a little underrated now.
And they had a big relaunch, so I haven't read much of their new relaunch, but I would like to.
My comic guy actually has a Jeff Lemire Bloodshot signed by Jeff Lemire.
Oh, does
I
he?
I might get that. I might.
Yo, you're gonna have to.
I might.
All right, we're gonna jump into this month in Wizard to cap off this episode here. This has been a fun episode, so I thought let's end with something fun here, my friend. Did you ever hear of a thing called Mad Libs growing up?
It sounds familiar.
It gives you a prompt for a story, but you don't know what it is. I'm gonna tell you to come up with things. It says what to come up with. So, for example, it'll say an X-Man, or say a sound effect, and I'm gonna note what they are, and I'm gonna read through what you created. All right, they added this in this issue. We're gonna be looking at August 1999, issue number 96 of Wizard magazine. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
Name an X-Man.
Jubilee.
All right. Name a sound effect.
Pow.
Pow. All right. Name a verb past tense.
What?
A past tense verb. Yeah, go pull that Google.
A verb past tense?
Yeah, a past tense verb. What would it be? Like walked or ran or fought or punched.
Let's just go walked. I don't know why that stumped me so much.
All
I
right.
wasn't expecting that.
I'm really gonna stump you now. Give me a noun.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, this is a test. Think you get away with this?
A chair. Let's go
All
with
right,
a chair.
All right.
Fun.
Give me a place. Any place.
A place, like a city, a country, or...
Yeah, it just says place. So, like, yeah, I'm guessing anything.
Jubilee shopping mall. She grew up in a shopping mall.
All right, shopping mall. All right. Adverb. The fuck's an adverb? A word that modifies or provides more information about a verb and what the fuck? Okay, give me an example here. Common question adverbs. What the? Oh, ending. Examples of adverbs. Words ending in ly, such as quickly, happily, carefully.
Look at the adverb very.
A motherfucker has to end in ly. Actually, it says right here on Google, words not ending in ly. Soon, fast, hard, never, always, very. It literally says it.
Let's go with very.
No, it doesn't. No. It can't be very.
No, it can't be very? Oh, my God.
Oh, wait. No. Wait, you're right. We're going to do very. We're going to do very.
Holy shit. We're so lost.
Name an ex-villain.
Apocalypse.
Holy shit. Got Jubilee mixed with Apocalypse and whatever this is. All right, name another X-Man.
Another X-Man?
Yeah.
Iceman.
All right, Iceman. We're almost there. Give me another noun.
Another noun?
Yeah.
Business.
Business. Give me an adjective.
Where the fuck is this going?
You'll see at the end.
Oh shit. Angry. That's an adjective, right?
All right, there we go. Yeah, that works.
Angry.
That works. Give me a plural noun. Go. We need Justine on this episode because she's an English teacher.
Yeah, we really do.
Holy
fuck.
I'm gonna ask her these same questions.
Keys.
Keys?
Keys.
Keys? All right. Perfect. Give me another X-Man.
Another X-Man?
Yeah.
A Gambit.
Hell yeah. Now give me a mutant power.
Healing factor.
All right. It's fucked up that we know X-Men and mutant powers more than adjectives and nouns. Give me another adjective, by the way, now that we're speaking about it.
I won't front. I haven't been in school in 10 years.
Neither have I. Think I remember this shit?
I won't front. Brave.
Brave. All right. All right. We're getting close. Name a chess piece.
After an X-Men bishop.
Oh, okay. Piece. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Give me a century, like a time, like century time period.
18th century.
All right. Okay. Give me another X-Man.
Who's a fun one?
Yeah.
That I could
pull someone out of nowhere.
Yeah. Who's a fun one that I could do?
I hear Rogue is fun. No. Know what I'm saying?
Fuck out of it. Nightcrawler. Let's just do Nightcrawler.
All right, Nightcrawler. All right. Verb present tense. So not past tense, present tense, like it's currently happening. Like instead of I ran, I'm running. You know? Or fought, or bit, or biting.
When eat count?
Eat, yeah, eat counts.
I'm eating, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm eating. He's eating.
Yeah. Give me another X-Man.
Fuck, the setup for this punchline is like the whole episode.
This might be a separate episode.
Fuck.
It's almost there.
Long shot. Let's do long shot.
Oh, okay, long shot. All right, now say a body part.
Penis.
All right. Give me alien race.
In Marvel?
Yeah, or any. Oh yeah, let's do Marvel. Let's stick to Marvel. Let's see.
Scrolls, right? Scrolls are aliens.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Sure.
Give me a loud sound effect. That's literally what it says. Loud sound effect.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Caw-caw.
Caw-caw!
Caw-caw. Okay, that's there. An adjective.
How many fucking adjectives do you need? Dynamic.
Dynamic. All right, I'm gonna read this word for word. What it says here. Give me a bad mother ex-villain.
A bad mother ex-villain?
Yeah, a bad mother ex-villain. Who's a bad mother?
A bad mother ex-villain.
Yeah.
Like Blob. Let's do Blob.
You're like, shit, we already got Apocalypse in there.
Let's do Blob.
Okay, Blob's
Blob
there.
would be funny.
All right. Okay, the last batch. All right, another X-Man.
Holy fuck.
It's gonna make sense soon.
Marrow. Let's do Marrow.
Marrow. Oh, dude, hell yeah. Another adjective.
Jesus Christ. What's going on?
If they're Googling list of adjectives, you should have like a tab open for adjectives, nouns, and all that.
Kind, which is not what I'm feeling right now.
Now give me a plural noun. After this, it's only 5 more things, and then you're done.
Only 5 more things.
But they're pretty easy. They're pretty easy.
Geese.
Geese. All right.
Plural noun.
All right. Plural object. So multiple objects.
Wait, what? Plural object.
Plural object.
Tables. Tables.
All right. Get the tables.
Exactly.
Another body part.
An arm.
Arm. A shape. Give me a shape.
Circle?
Circle. And the last 2. Give me a bodily function past tense.
Wait, what?
A past tense bodily function. Like shitting or pissing.
I was gonna say, can I say shat? Wouldn't that be past tense?
I think it would. Yeah, that works perfectly. Okay.
Like I just
and the
shat.
last thing here. What name an alternate reality?
Wait, what?
Yeah, name an alternate reality.
An alternate reality?
Yeah, like Age of Apocalypse. We could just add that one in.
Days of Future Past.
Oh, there we go. Days of Future Past. All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready to see what you created?
Oh, sure.
This is Jocelyn's X-Men story for a comic book. Are you ready?
Christ.
It was a typical sunny morning at the X Mansion as Jubilee was violently awoken by a loud pow. Rushing downstairs, it seemed Professor X had walked his chair again.
What? He walked his chair?
Oh wait, I forgot to get this one from you. Name a food real quick.
Apple.
Apple, okay. He walked his chair again. Wolverine started helping him with his apple. But before anyone really knew what happened, there was a bright flash of light, and they were all whisked away to the shopping mall. There, standing very above them, was Apocalypse, holding what looked like the remains of Iceman. Shocked at the implications, the X-Men launched a unified business, but were stopped dead in their tracks by the appearance of a pasty-skinned, angry creature who was shoving keys into his mouth. Then, Gambit let loose some serious healing factor at the brave foe, only to be thwarted by a time-traveling mutant named Bishop. Oh my god, you got that perfectly.
Wait, what?
That's where the chess piece went. Who came back from the 18th century to stop Nightcrawler from turning traitor and eating the entire X-Men. As the X-Men regrouped, Longshot stubbed his penis and fell into a patch of Skrull eggs. Caw-caw!
What?
Suddenly, the sky cracked open, a dynamic blob emerged, swooped down, and took control of Marrow. It sounds like a porno. Marrow's body. As if things couldn't get any worse, a rowdy bunch of kind geese started throwing tables at the team.
Kind geese.
Hitting Professor X in the arm. With that, the circle-haired Legion popped up, shat, and changed reality to the Days of Future Past. Wow. Listen, Marvel, don't take that idea. That is trademarked by us. It was... Look how long this was, dude. I had to ask you all of these.
Jesus Christ.
Wasn't that awesome, though?
That was something.
The Bishop one was perfect. It lined up perfectly.
That one was perfect. And I mean, Blob absorbing Marrow makes sense, too.
Yeah, it does. In Nightcrawler becoming a cannibal. That sounds kind of crazy. Longshot stuffing his penis, didn't see that coming.
I guess he wasn't very lucky on that.
And
one,
those very angry, kind geese throwing tables around. Gotta watch out for them.
See, they're nice up until they're angry. That's the thing.
And just like that, that was issue number 30 of the monthly dive into the long box. Next month, we will be back with top 5 personal recommendations. We talked about a lot of Mount Rushmores, but we're going to look at, Jocelyn's top 5 and, my top 5 of comic books that when people ask us what should I read, we would recommend to someone. Whether it's our personal favorites or something we think people would like, that's what we're going to cover. And in our one-shot, it'll be a fun one. It took a little long to read, personally, but it'll be quick to review. JLA Hitman, issues 1 and 2. It felt like one issue, but we will be reviewing that. If you guys like The Boys, this is by, Garth Ennis worked on this. We're going to get into it. So look out for that, and we'll see you guys on the one-shot.